Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura if you are new here, and today I'm joined with my mum and we're going to go through a 15 or 20 minute, just a full rounded flow to work on strength and flexibility. This video is for beginners, so grab some props if you do have them. I recommend 2 blocks. If you don't have 2 blocks, then you can use something like a couple of tin cans or something that represents them. But apart from that, wear something comfortable and we're going to get started at the front of the yoga mat. So I'm just going to grab you 2 blocks. And just come to stand at the front of your yoga mat. Just place your blocks if you have them in front of you. And just come into mountain pose, so Tadasana, palms facing by your sides. Feet can be about hip distance apart. Grow nice and tall through the spine. And then when you're ready, just let your eyes close. And with the eyes closed, just feel the shoulders relax. Feel the fingers and the arms relax. And then we'll just start by taking a deep breath in through the nose. And then just part the lips, let it go. And just one more like that. Inhale. And exhale. And then seal your lips and just begin to breathe in and out of the nose. And just allow the breath to flow freely. You might deepen the breath, but don't let it be forced or heavy. Just let the breath flow in and out. Just allowing you to arrive into your practice, into this space. And just knowing that this is your time. Nowhere else to be, just be here right now. So as we move through our practice, we'll take the steadiness of the breath with us. And every time the mind wanders or any time something's maybe a little bit challenging, just see if you can notice, if you can bring your awareness back to the rhythm of your breath. So continuing to breathe in and out of the nose, we'll bring our hands together into prayer position in front of the chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. And then just let the eyes flicker open. On your next inhale, let's send the prayer hands up to the sky, over the head, maybe looking towards the thumbs. And then as you exhale, open the palms and just forward fold over the legs, bending the knees. You can bring your hands onto the floor or your blocks. And let the knees be bent, let the head hang heavy. And just find a moment in this ragdoll position. So maybe you grab hold of opposite elbows, maybe you just let the arms dangle. Maybe it feels good to sway a little bit side to side, just releasing into the head, the neck. Feeling it into the hamstrings, the lower back, the side body. Lovely. And then eventually finding stillness. Release your hands onto your blocks or the floor. Find a bend into your right knee. Place your right hand firmly onto the block. And then as you inhale, send your left arm to the sky, coming into a twist. So you might straighten the left leg, maybe gaze towards the left thumb. Thinking about drawing that left hip slightly back. Perfect, take a breath in. And then as you exhale, look down. Left hand comes onto the block and you're just switching sides. So bend the left knee, inhale, the right leg lifts high. Again, just opening through the shoulder, big breath in. And then exhale, right hand down as well. Find that forward fold. Lovely. From there, tuck your chin, bend your knees, and just begin again to roll vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up the spine, letting the head and the neck come last. Really nice. Back into your mountain pose. Bring your hands either side of your hips. And then as you breathe in, reach your arms up to the sky over the head, Urdhva Hastasana. And then as you exhale, bring your right hand onto your hip. And just take a side bend over towards the right hand side. So you're sending your hips over to the left and just feeling the stretch all down the left side of the rib cage, the left side body. Lovely. And then inhale, send both arms back to the sky, come to center. And then bring your left hand onto your hip and side bend over to the left. Again, send your hips to the right, nice strong tummy muscles. Lovely. And then both hands come up to the sky, breathing in. And then exhale, just release your arms down by your sides. Lovely. From there, you can keep your feet where they are. Otherwise, you might bring your feet a little bit closer together. This time, we're going to inhale, send the arms up to the sky. Bring your biceps in line with your ears. So squeezing elbows to ears. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, chair pose. So we're going to sit down into the hips. So a little bit of strength, a little bit of energy now. Think about bringing the weight in towards the heels. You might feel your toes become a little lighter. And then see if you can lift your thumbs high to activate through the muscles in the spine. You've got it. Lovely. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands down to the blocks or the floor and let the head release. Really, really nice. This time, inhale, halfway lift. Slide the hands to the shins. Draw your shoulders back, lengthen. And then as you exhale, bring your hands onto your floor or the blocks. And we're going to step the left foot to the back of the mat. Perfect. Turn the left heel flat, so the little toe edge of the foot's down. Bend into the right knee, and then as you inhale, warrior one. So your arms are going to come up to the sky. You've got it. Bending deeply into that right knee and then lifting the arms up. If it's too much for the shoulders, you can always bring your hands onto the hips. And just think about that front knee drawing a little bit towards the little toe edge of the foot so it's not caving inwards. Really, really nice. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You got it. We've got one more inhale and one more exhale. Really nice. Now keeping the feet where they are. As you breathe in, we're going to straighten that right leg. Keep the hips facing towards the front of the mat. And then as you exhale, draw the right hip back a little bit and begin to fold over the right leg, coming into your pyramid stretch. Hands can come to the floor, the shin, maybe your blocks. And then just let the head release down. Thinking about shifting the right hip back, the left hip forwards. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Lovely. On your next breath in, look forwards. Little bend into the right knee. And then again, we're going to come back to warrior one. So rise all the way up, arms to the sky. Lovely. And then as you exhale, straighten your front leg again. Keep the feet glued to the floor. Open your arms to a T and then open your hips to the long edge of the mat. Nice. So your right foot is still facing forward. The back foot's in about a 45-degree angle. From there, look over your right thumb. Turn your thumbs to face up. Take an inhale. Begin to lean your body forwards, forwards, forwards. Perfect. And then exhale, right hands to the shin, left arm up to the sky. Triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana. Nice. From there, you can gaze towards the top thumb. If it strains the neck, maybe you gaze down towards the floor. Nice. And then pressing firmly into the feet. Nice activation through the belly. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Perfect. You have one more inhale. And exhale. Really, really nice. From there, on an inhale, press through the feet, rise all the way back up, arms to a T. And then exhale, bring your hands onto your hips. Turn your right toes in, left toes in. So you're squaring the toes towards the front of the mat. Shoulders draw back here. Take a deep breath in, lift open through the chest. And then as you exhale, we're going to begin to fold forwards, 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 forwards. Hands can release onto the floor. If not, you can release them onto your blocks. And then let the head release down to the mat. Really nice. Now take a moment to just shift the weight slightly into the toes. And if you're super flexible here, like my mum is, you might take a little bend into the knees just to avoid locking the legs and overstretching the hamstrings. Good. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Perfect. And then as you breathe in, find that flat back position again, halfway lift. Bring your hands onto your hips, strong belly, lift the chin, and then stand all the way up. Really, really nice. Good. And then look to the front of the mat. Turn your right toes forwards and just take a big step forwards back into your mountain pose. Really nice. And just give the legs a little bit of a shake. And then find again your mountain pose. Good. Now from mountain pose, find a steady balance, find a steady gaze. So find a point on the floor or the wall that's not moving. And then bring your hands into prayer position in front of the chest. Begin to shift the weight into your left foot. And then begin to draw your right knee in towards your chest. It might come up a little bit, your tiptoe might stay on the floor, you might be able to come all the way up. Lovely, and then take your right hand around your knee if you want to or need to, and then you can bring your left hand onto your hip. Good, and if you fall out, no one cares, it's all about practicing, it's all about just getting back in there. Good, breathe, don't hold the breath. Nice, you've got it. Take one more breath in. And then slowly, slowly release the leg, come back to mountain pose. Nice. And give the legs a little bit of a shake. Perfect. And then coming back to your mountain pose, bring your feet either apart or together, your choice. Tailbone nice and long, nice tall spine. On an inhale, send your arms up to the sky, bring your biceps in line with the ears. And then one more time, as you exhale, chair pose, sit down into your imaginary chair. Good, and then again, lift your thumbs and then sit low. And no one likes this pose, so it's okay to feel that you're not having a good time right now. Think about sending the weight a little bit in towards the heels. You've got it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Lovely. One more inhale, one more sit down. And then forward fold, let it go. Exhale, hands down, head in. Really, really nice. On a breath in, hands to shins or thighs, halfway lift. And then as you exhale, hands to floor or blocks. And we're going to step the right foot to the back of the mat this time. So right foot steps all the way back. You've got it. Turn the back heel in. And then from here, just walk your left foot a little bit wider. Perfect. We're setting up for warrior one again. So bend into the left knee and then rise all the way up, warrior one. Now, the reason I suggested walking the foot a little bit wider is that it gives your hips a little bit more space to work with. So now you can draw the left hip a little bit further back, right hip a little bit further forward. And you might even want to turn your back foot in a little bit more. Yeah, really, really nice. And then bend into the front knee. Arms lift high or hands onto hips. And then notice if you can find a little tilt of the tailbone just to lengthen the lower back and activate through your lower tummy muscles. And a deeper stretch in the right hip flexor. Perfect. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Good. One more breath in. One more breath out. Perfect. And then inhale, straighten the left leg. Keep the hips and the feet as they are. And as you exhale, pyramid pose, we're going to fold over the left leg, hands to floor, blocks or shin, and then draw the forehead as if it was going to touch the shin. And then same as your wide forward fold, maybe there's a little bend in that left knee just to avoid overstretching the hamstring. And then you've got that strong press through the feet. Perfect. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Lovely. And then inhale, look forwards. Again, we're going to come back to that warrior one. So big bend into the front knee. And then inhale, rise up, warrior one. Keep pressing through the feet. Arms lift all the way up. Lovely. And then exhale, straighten the front leg. Bring your arms open to a T. And then turn your hips to face the long edge of the mat, so towards the windows for you here. And then from here, you might want to adjust your positioning slightly. So we're going to, again, turn the left toes to face the short edge of the mat, setting up for triangle pose. That's it. Back toes turned in. That's it. And then arms nice and wide. Turn your thumbs to face up. And then as you inhale, look towards your left thumb. front of the mat. This is like my left and right. Begin to lean forwards, 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 and then left hand onto the shin or the thigh. Really, really nice. And then see here if you can just turn this foot a little bit further. Yeah, you got it. Nice. Perfect. And then if it's too much to take the hand to the inside of the shin, you can always hold onto the leg for a little bit more support. Good. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath in, one more breath out. Really nice, strong tummy muscles again here. Let's inhale, rise all the way back up, and then bring your hands onto your hips. Good. Now from here, we're going to turn our toes to the corners of the mat. So heels in, toes out slightly, and take your feet a little bit wider. So a little bit. No, you're all good. Okay. Good. And then from there, we're not bending over, don't worry. On an inhale, chest forwards. And then as you exhale, you're going to bend the knees. Come into goddess pose. Good. So you can have your hands onto your hips, you can have your hands onto prayer position, but what you want to think about here is the knees drawing towards the little toe edges of the feet. So you're opening through the inner groin area, your tailbone is drawing down, and then your chest and crown of the head is lifting. Good. Really working the thigh muscles. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Nearly there. You have one more inhale. Little bit lower, last little exhale, nice. And then inhale, straighten the legs, let it go. Beautiful. Exhale, just let the breath out. Really, really nice. And then look to the front of the mat and just take a big step forwards. Give everything a good old wiggle. Really, really nice. And then last little standing pose here. Let's come back into that steady mountain pose. Bring your hands into prayer position. Find your drishti, which is your gazing point for your eyes, somewhere to keep your focus. And then we're going to shift the weight into the right foot this time. When you're ready, we're going to begin to draw that left knee into the chest. Maybe you take your left hand around the knee, right hand to the hip. Maybe the tiptoe stays on the floor, just go with where you need to go to. Good, breathe, take one more breath in. And then slowly release the feet down, give the arms a little bit of a shake. Really, really nice. Perfect. And then come back to mountain pose. Just grow nice and tall through the spine. Close the eyes. Let's take a deep breath in. Big let it go. Good. Again, like that, breath in. And let it go. Good. Just let the breath return to a slow rhythm. Just maybe a natural breath now. Just letting it flow in and out. And just take a moment to notice how you're feeling. Notice any tingling, any sensations, any heat. The change in breath. As you just let it come back to a steady flow in and out. And when you're ready, let's bring our hands into prayer position in front of the chest. Just bow the forehead to the fingertips and just take a moment to thank yourself for showing up, as cheesy as it sounds. But thank yourself for giving yourself time to create strength and openness, physically, mentally. And as always, thank you for joining us on the mat today. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.